Hi, Brian. This is from the Leave of Absence Department in Amazon. The reason of my call is to follow up on your medical leave request. You had been referred to a leave of absence by the Accommodations Department since they did not receive medical documentation within the COF due date. From our end, we were actually expecting you to provide documentation by June the 29th, and as of today, we have not received any medical documentation from you in order to be able to excuse your time off. I will go ahead and extend the deadline for you to submit documentation until July 10th. However, if we do not get any medical documentation to either release you back to work or to extend your leave request, unfortunately, we will have to deny your leave and close your case. If you have any doubts or questions, you can feel free to contact us back. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day.
Hello. You have reached the Employee Resource Center. We're pleased to present our automated phone menu, brought to you by Amazon Connect.
Para español, por favor presione la tecla numeral.
Your call may be recorded for quality or training purposes. For leave of absence or medical accommodation assistance, press. Thank you for calling Amazon Disability and Leave Services. Please note our team will be unavailable on Friday, July 3, 2020 in observance of the United States national holiday. We apologize for the inconvenience. As always, you can review the status of your leave of absence or accommodation request an extension, review eligibility, upload documentation, report intermittent time usage, or find answers to frequently asked questions from the Disability and Leave Services portal. To access, visit the Amazon A to Z resources page and select Initiate or Update Your Leave, or if on the Amazon network, visit dls.it.amazoncorp.com. Thank you.
For calling Premier Blue Cross customer service for Amazon and its subsidiaries. If you are an Amazon employee or family member, press 1. If you are for medical and prescription benefits, press 1. For the medical advice line, press 2. For expert cancer care through gift.
Please speak or enter the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. What is your zip code? Please note that exact benefits will be determined when a claim is received. Thank you for holding while I transfer your call to a customer service representative. Your call may be recorded for quality purposes.
Thank you for calling Primera Blue Cross customer service. My name is. May I have your first and last name, please?
Yeah, Brian Fritz.
Thank you, Brian. And how can I help you today?
Yeah, so I was actually trying to get patched through to accommodations and that kind of stuff. Whoever handles that, but yeah, I got cut off by the machine. It hung up on me. I was trying to see if I could get just, well, because I was sent home from Amazon over a month ago for refusing to comply with the mask policy because I was suffocating, physically suffocating, like, the actual mask was going directly into my mouth and it was soggy, covered in sweat. And so I was placed on leave, and that there's a whole accommodation thing going on, and they're basically wanting medical documentation for why I can't wear a mask on the job. And the only thing I can think of is maybe I have hyperhidrosis, so it would just be a kind of quick in and out kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, so that would not be managed by Primera. I believe what we'll want to do is get you in touch with your Amazon Employee Resource Center. I believe they are the folks that would handle that for you, but let me just verify.
Oh, okay. This is just turning into such a headache. I've been like calling all these numbers and bouncing around back and forth since like days ago, and I'm just so mentally and emotionally burned out from all of this.
Goodness, yeah, I can only imagine. So with Primera, though, we manage the medical side of your insurance. So if it sounds like what you're wanting to do is come up with an agreement with your HR department, or their, I believe it's actually called the accommodations department, just to make sure that you can work without wearing that mask. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, because I did request, I made a couple recommendations for accommodations, both in the equipment cage and working in jam clearing, because those wouldn't be so physically strenuous. And instead of meeting me with that, they just said, "Oh, well, we're just basically just gonna put you on leave, and you have to provide us with these medical documents now." And I'm assuming that they didn't specifically say this yet. I haven't called them yet, but I'm guessing my unemployment, benefits eligibility probably hinges on this.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite of a
Yeah.
mess of a
Uh,
situation to be stuck in.
It certainly sounds like it. And unfortunately, so it definitely does sound like you need to get in touch with the Amazon Employee Resource Center. So that's effectively your HR department through Amazon. I have their phone number, and I can tell you that they are open 24/7. They have very long hold times, so I know that they do have the option of putting your phone number in, and they should give you a call back, but I just wanted to get that out there. I know it's been pretty difficult to get through to somebody at the Employee Resource Center.
Oh, that sounds fun. Okay, so Amazon themselves would be the ones that would set me up with a doctor's appointment, or what?
No, no. So if you're just needing to find an in-network doctor who can get you some sort of doctor's note, I can help you find a doctor. It's as if you were wanting to talk about how to get an accommodation. That would have to be managed through someone else. But I can get you in touch with medical professionals.
Yeah, that's what I need because the thing is, Amazon's already provided me with a form that I need to actually physically hand to the physician to it's like a checklist kind of thing, and then he's got to sign it and date it and put his information and all that kind of stuff.
Perfect. Okay, that is something I can definitely help you with.
Okay, great.
What I could do is I could bring up a list of in-network doctors in your area, and I could email those to you. Would that work?
Yeah, that worked great.
And I have just emailed that off to you. Should be receiving that any moment. Sometimes it ends up in your spam folder, so if you don't see it, be sure to check there.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you want to go over what you could expect to see as for your office visit, like how that's going to apply to your benefits? I'm fairly certain when you go to see any of these guys, even if it is just to fill out a form, more than likely they're going to bill you for an office visit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unfortunately. You can definitely call them. The list that I sent you, you'll have a bunch of different provider options. Their addresses and their phone numbers will be listed on there. You can call them and ask, but it's very likely that they're going to make you pay for a full office visit to get that filled out.
Oh, God. See, the the thing about being unemployed, especially for as long as I have, is you tend to not have any money for anything. Like I can't even pay my bills right now. I barely have like $100 in the bank right now.
I see. Okay. Another possibility then, and this is just a possibility, it is very likely that they could still bill you if you were to schedule a preventive office visit. So call these numbers, let them know you just want a routine checkup. For your routine checkups, those are actually covered in full, so that office visit would be free. It is possible that if you then present them that form, they may sign it and still bill for a preventive office visit. They also might not, though. They might take that form and say, well, in order for me to sign this, you need to have not a preventive office visit, and we're going to charge you for it. It's really up to the provider in that regard, if that's what they want to do. But I did want to throw that out there as a possibility for you.
Oh, wow. Okay, so now let's say if they did bill me for it, is that something that I would have to pay up front, or is that something that they would just send me a bill in the mail for and I can just throw it away and ignore it and ruin my credit even more because it's already ruined enough anyway from things like that?
Well, I wouldn't recommend doing that, but more than likely they won't bill you up front because the way your plan is structured is you have what's called a deductible. I don't know if you're familiar with how that works.
Not
We
really.
could go over that if we wanted. Okay, well, effectively your plan has a dollar amount that you need to pay in full before insurance starts to share the cost with you. Usually when that's the case, doctors will wait to bill you until they send it to insurance because they don't know whether or not you've met your deductible. So if that's the case, they won't charge you the day of. They would see you and then they would mail you a bill later after insurance had processed the claim. Again, though, that is entirely up to them if they want to do that. That's another question you can ask them if they intend to bill you up front or if they'll submit to insurance first. A lot of places will submit to insurance first.
Okay. It sounds like a whole lot of fun.
I know, throwing a lot at you here.
Well, all right then. I'll go and check that email and I'll go from there then.